It's like talking to a wall when you don't look at me. I wanna speak my mind and tell you how I feel, but it's like talking to a wall when you don't look at me. Please just look at me.
Hi, I'm Ree from mummyoffour.com. Welcome back to my channel and the next episode in our extension update. If you caught the first couple of episodes, you will know that we are extending our house, which is sort of a continuation of our full home renovation series, which I shall link the playlist if you want to see. This house was a total start to finish renovation job. We moved in during lockdown and now the extension is happening. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. We've got lots of renovation updates at the moment, as well as vlogs, hauls, speed cleans, all that kind of thing. Hope you'll love it. The building inspector has been this morning and is pleased with everything. Is pleased with all your building.
He loves it.
He loves it. I'm so glad. Yes, Zara, are you still project managing?
Yeah.
Are you? What's Daddy got to do next?
Window.
We probably do need some windows, don't we? Because otherwise it's going to be very cold in here and we might get wet if it rains. So genuinely, what's the next thing to do? We think that since our last update, this pillar thing has been cladded out. It was just a big pole last time we saw it. Next job, do we have to decide where to put windows?
Yes.
Right.
On the side.
Because there are going to be big doors here, like glass doors here, big glass doors here. This window there is going to be, as Bella keeps calling it, destroyed. So knocked through to make an arch through to our kitchen. And then we need to decide some windows, where they're going here. What are our options for windows? They've got to go, we're thinking like a tall, thin window, yes?
Yep.
In between, where are our choices? Where can we put them?
On the plan, they're pretty much floor to ceiling.
See, I'm thinking if we have them slightly off the floor, we could put something underneath them, like maybe a little seat or bench or table or something. Whereas if it's all the way to the floor, it's going to look a bit weird if we put anything blocking the window at all, isn't it? Do you think?
I agree.
Cool. I'm glad we're in agreement. Excellent stuff. And obviously, I think you were saying about make them as high as, however these doors are going to be.
Doors.
Right, okay. So, I mean, just make those as tall as possible because of seeing more sky, like more light in, something like that.
Yeah, a bit of height.
Bit of height, okay.
Because we've got a fence all the way around, so if you've got the windows going to the floor, then what are you really going to see?
What you're really looking at. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we could then, we've got an option for like bench seating around the edge or little tables, put flowers or something on. Who knows, who knows. Zara, what are you doing? Zara, you found Daddy's giant box of something.
There's nothing, I'm just using it as a stand up.
Oh, right. Well, she wants it.
I need it.
You need it. What is it? You mustn't stand on it. You mustn't stand on it. Can we have one? Because obviously it has made the kitchen through here slightly darker because we stuck a room on the front. So at least one over here somewhere.
One more.
Window.
Where?
Like one of these panels. Is that going to be a window?
Yeah, I'm thinking one in there.
Oh, where it says waffle window.
Yes. It's a giveaway, isn't it?
Not where it says kiss kiss.
No.
Not.
Kiss, that's double socket, that is.
Right, kiss kiss is double socket,
You gotta
okay.
go lower than that, but I just couldn't get there because I stacked stuff against the wall.
Right, okay. So you're thinking this one is waffle window?
Yeah, one for window.
And what's the one kiss here then?
That was just potential possible window. There's one there. Too close together, I think.
Right.
You need to go there.
There, okay. There we go. Because of course we won't actually see these beams. There'll be a flat wall, won't it? So we won't be like counting. We won't be counting slats of beams because it will be plastered. Is that right?
You've got to make sure it's symmetrical on the other side of the wall.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Symmetrical-ish.
Okay.
They're not going to be,
I have
really smack on, but they're going to be pretty close.
Okay, I have stronger opinions on what's going on inside than the structure of it, as you well know.
Yeah.
Like where we're going to put furniture and I guess sockets and things. It's just such a lot to think about.
Down, please.
Where did you even find a rock? So once we've decided you're going to cut out these windows and then then stick wood back in them to stop.
I just felt over them.
Okay.
Otherwise, I run the risk. So I start insulating tomorrow.
Okay.
I run the risk of insulating and then wiring through them.
That wouldn't be good.
And then,
that wouldn't be good. That would be a right mess. So basically, you're cutting them out just so that
So don't
You forget. You don't forget. Okay, fair enough.
'Cause what happens is if the electrician takes the socket across there over here,
You've got some nice wires
and
through your
then
window.
we can only cut the window down so far then.
Right, we don't want that.
problem.
We don't want that. Okay, so next steps in the process, cladding, which means stuffing stuff in these. Is that right?
No, that's insulation. This there,
Oh.
this is the insulation we're using.
Oh, right, okay.
We're gonna super insulate this. So we're using 100mm Celotex. We could get away with 150mm woolen bat, they call it. It's a cavity insulation bat.
Is that the itchy
But
stuff?
That's the itchy stuff.
Right,
Well, this
okay.
this isn't any better. This is horrible stuff to get. But
Okay.
it's better insulation.
Right. Okay.
So we're gonna go better on the insulation because at the end of the day, heating bills aren't coming down and stuff. So
They're not.
We're better off having an extra insulation.
Well, yes, and it is a room with lots of glass.
Keeps it warm out, keeps the cold out, and
Okay, keeps all the weather out.
keeps it warm
Okay,
in.
so once you've stuffed all the insulation in all the panels, what's next? When do we get windows
The
and doors and
ceiling's
stuff?
going to be insulated. All the walls are going to be insulated.
Okay.
Then it's got to be wired.
Okay.
Then I'm going back.
Hang on, wiring before doors.
Why we can do first fix wiring.
Right.
Then I can get the OSB on the walls.
OSB
Which-
means these planks.
Which again, it's not a necessary thing, but we've got OSB on the outside, which gives it structure. It's timber
What's
frame.
OSB?
Oriented strand board.
Okay.
It's
Speak layman.
similar to like a plywood. but
Okay.
What it does, it gives outer strength. It'll give inner strength. It does add to insulation, not a great deal, but it also gives a fix in if we want to put anything on the wall.
Ah, yeah, I remember you saying that now. So if
Rather
I want a
than
nice big
plaster.
heavy mirror or
But it stops
Picture
you
or something.
putting holes in plasterboards and things. It's just nice to have.
cool. Okay, sensible. So
It's
then,
not- it's not much.
when do we do plastering and getting
The
some
doors
actual
will have
doors
to
and
be on
windows?
for that.
Right. So once you've done all this stuff, then we can get
Okay,
doors
well,
on.
I'm gonna bring the head down on here tomorrow.
The head down meaning the bit like the bit above the door.
bit you potentially put curtains on.
Okay.
So this is going to be built down.
Okay,
Only
I'll just show them out.
150mm.
So this bit, like a little bit on the inside, like a little lip that goes above the door.
This has got to be insulated, boarded, knocked out. There's a fair bit of work in just doing that.
See, in the last
and then-
video, we saw it kind of go whoosh, and then this is all the kind of the boring
And
stuff.
then
Isn't it?
we've got absolute size on doors. Then once that's down, we can get measurements.
Right, okay.
That's a spider wearing the carrot.
Oh well, the poor spider probably lives there. Just leave it alone. So until you've like made the frame of the door properly, you can't order the doors because you don't know what size they are.
So we'll get that done maybe Friday, I think.
Cool. Today is what day is it today?
Well, Wednesday, Thursday probably.
Okay, cool. I think it's Tuesday today. Is it Tuesday?
It's in the water.
No way. Right, cool. So we're really on track. So the
Right.
possibility of it going by Christmas has gone from no way to maybe.
Well, we keep that.
I mean, we could have. Well, we could
I've
eat.
got a
We could eat
sample.
Christmas dinner there. We'd be a bit cold,
I've
but
got a sample of timber cladding coming tomorrow
cool for the outside.
for the
Because
outside.
the outside is going to be. I'll put a little picture up on screen of like kind of what we're thinking.
All this is insulated and that's structural now. That pillar, it's all done.
You can kick it and everything now.
You can kick it. It's all foamed up and everything. It's good.
Okay, cool.
We told everyone we're going for sliding doors, not bifolds like everyone else, really. That sort of thing.
Yeah, why are we doing that again?
Because, well, I personally think sliding doors, nothing wrong with them. You don't get a full opening,
Okay.
You
I
sort of
have
get out- you
no
get a
personal
half
preference
open.
for that. Yeah.
but we have got two of them, so this corner will be totally exposed.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the opening away from the pillar.
I don't really mind about that.
I don't know. With my experience over the years, bifold doors are just unreliable, and they always end up breaking down.
I don't want something to break
They're
down.
mega expensive.
So the slidey ones. So the slidey one just be like we've got over there.
Slidey ones are a third of the price of bifolds.
Wow. There we go. I can think of other things to spend the money on if you want to save it.
Plus with bifold doors, they open all the way, and then you've still got this bulk of doors at one end.
Right.
So they do take up space. They don't go into nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, sliders. That's fine. That's fine.
And
Maybe.
so
Whatever.
if you get any bit of debris in the tracks with like Lego and stuff like
Oh,
that,
no.
you're going to end up with problems.
Well, we will end up with Lego, won't we?
Helpy, helpy.
Why have you got A, wellies on the wrong feet, and B, wellies on the floor? That's what I want to know. Right, okay, so we're on track. And then I guess the very essential bit to know is at what stage do we do what Bella's been talking about, which is destroy. She's called it destroy. She's called it, what else has she called it? She's like, Daddy's going to destroy that. Daddy's going to
if you look at it,
crush it.
It is already pre-cut. I've cut the outlook.
Oh, that's what you were doing the other day, making an awful lot of noise.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, it's easier to pre-cut
a big slice there.
It's easier to pre-cut it in open air than it is to try and cut it when you've got the shell around you.
So it'll be much easier to destroy.
Much easier. That just basically that needs window taken out. And giving it a little tap, knock the block bricks off, and giving it a little tap with the hammer.
Oh, so it's not actually going to be as dramatic
And
as I
the other
envisaged.
side, the other side is another issue because we've got the larder unit right in line where we need to cut.
We have. That's our big
So
tall kitchen cupboard.
That's going to be a little bit of a fiddle.
Oh dear. Yeah, you don't want to destroy that.
Don't want to destroy that, no.
No. Okay, so we're on track.
I'm a ticking time bomb that goes off easily. You always know which buttons you should push, baby. I'm a ticking time bomb that goes off easily, but you're still here with me. We're drawn to each other. We try to break it off, but we return to each other. You're the best bad thing that has happened to me. Yeah, you're the best bad thing that has happened to me. The best bad thing that has happened to me.
It is a few days since we last spoke. Quite a lot has been happening. We have now, I say we, my husband did this, I didn't do any of it. These are now going to be windows. You see the kind of the whitey-ish bits? They've actually been cut out and you can see there's actually a frame going around where the window's going to be. So there's one there and there's one here, and it's tall and it's down to about here. And the reason it's patched back in is to keep it dry in here.
What's that?
The reason you've covered the windows up.
Yeah, well, it helps keep it dry a bit.
Yeah, it helps keep it a little bit dry. This is all insulation,
Insulation.
which is the stuff that when you cut it, it all goes everywhere and it's horrible. You don't like it, do you?
No, that's not good.
It's not the best, not the best. Fine when it's in the walls, not the best when it's flying up in your face. So we've also got up here these drop down bits to go above the doors when they come. Now obviously we are going to have a bit of a problem with windows and doors now. It is currently, it's Friday the 23rd of October, and here in Wales at 6 p.m. we're going back into lockdown, which means we're going to be struggling to get things delivered. I don't know which materials will be able to be delivered, or if anything will be able to be delivered, or if there'll be anyone in offices to order anything, and also the backlog that a few weeks of building sites and things shutting down will create. So I don't know how much that's going to hold up our little project and our Christmas deadline, because I think if it was up to you, it'd be done, you know, straight away, wouldn't it? You were flying through it.
Yeah, no, if you can get all the stuff, yeah, it'd be.
But getting stuff's been a problem
Windows
since
could be a problem, I think.
the windows are
They're
going to be a problem. Ooh. But we have got a couple of bits of wood, haven't we? Or cladding to look at. So the outside is probably going to be in this cladding stuff all along here, or similar to that, not exactly that one, but that kind of look. So it is actually not, it's not supposed to blend with the house, it's kind of supposed to look different. But it is like exciting, it is coming along really nicely. Obviously it's like, it's not very satisfying stuff now, is it? Like on the last video everything just looked like, wow, so much has been done, whereas this stuff's quite stuff you're not even going to see. It's kind of boring stuff. It can't be quite as rewarding for you to do as vacuuming insulation at the garden. Yeah. Yeah, we can't hear you because you're facing away and the vacuum's on.
I said I'm vacuuming because there's so much insulation dust. It's windy.
Oh, and it's going in your face.
In my face. As soon as I take glasses, it goes in your face.
So all this is what? I don't know if you can hear me over the vacuum. It's vacuuming. So all this has got to be put into the pan or into the ceiling.
Ceiling now.
Right. So all the walls are now insulated. where there are going to be walls. And now this stuff has to go up there. Well, it's been quite a few days since we last filmed a little update, and quite a lot appears to have happened. Would you like to tell us what you've been doing?
Nothing.
Well, that's not true, is it? If we come and have a look inside, you can now see where the windows are actually going to be, because even though they're covered by some funny material stuff to keep the weather out, you can see some defined gaps.
Membrane.
Breathable membrane, that's it, funny material. So we've gotten 2 nice big windows, or will be windows when the breathable membrane has gone. And all this, am I right in thinking, has been insulated and boarded?
Yes.
Cool. And the ceiling, I think that didn't have insulation in it last time. It certainly didn't have all the dangly wires. So the dangly wires are showing us where the spotlights are going to go.
Correct.
Is this correct? Is correct?
That is correct.
Excellent.
That's where the lights are going.
What was your thought on the outside lighting which is going under here? Because you keep going back. Every time I talk to you about it, you're like, I'm going to do spots. No, I'm going to do LEDs. No, I'm going to do spots. What have you landed on? Because I'm really not fussed. I really don't mind what you do.
And do both.
Okay, cool.
Can't make my mind up, so I'm going both.
That's cool, cool. See, I've got
Spots and LED.
I have quite strong opinions about certain things, mostly like decor and how things are going to be organised. And you're more like having really strong opinions about structure and fascias and...
Well, I went to order grey fascias yesterday and was struggling to get
anything.
all the same grey. Some are wood grain grey and some are like a satin grey and flat. So I've gone to white. I just can't be bothered.
So fascias
Done my head in.
being the bits that are going to go on that. I don't know what a soffit is. That's another word you've made up.
That goes underneath. That's a soffit that goes under there.
Okay.
And that's a fascia that goes on the face.
Okay. I've heard of fascias. I reckon
Fascia.
soffit's totally made up.
It's not. It is real.
Soffits, spazels.
I don't know, materials are a problem. The doors and windows.
And what did the window man say?
A couple of days for a quote even, and then it's 4 to 5 weeks possibly for windows.
I did say to you yesterday, if you could have window, like when are you going to be ready for windows if you could have them delivered?
Yesterday.
You said you said if you had them on the van, you'd have them right.
Need them now. Can't really do anything till.
Right, that's a problem. Because after this, you said we're going to stick plasterboard. A plasterer, it's got to stick plasterboard over all this, and then it's got to be plastered, which is fine because obviously it's not part of the house yet, so it's still, even if we have tradespeople here, they're just working outside, aren't they?
The wall's been cut.
Okay. Oh, that's what the really loud drilling was. If you watched some of my other recent vlogs, there's a lot of in the background.
All the wiring's in.
Yeah, the wiring.
Switches are all the way they should
Switches
be
and sockets. Oh, there we go. I'm going to admit now, I haven't been out here much because it's been pouring with rain and I've had all the children home for half term. So we've got, so they're light switches, are they? Light switches?
Light switches.
And down here, sockets. Over here, sockets.
Yeah.
Over here, sockets. And also over here, sockets. So, nice bit. Can't wait to get some windows in here and then. At what point did you say you're going to knock through? Windows first.
Windows first.
Then, because obviously we don't want like a big gaping hole in the side of the house.
Plasterboard, skim it, and then.
Skimming's
knock through
plaster, I
it.
do know that much.
Skim, paint, knock through,
Skimming means plaster.
bring the floor.
Skimming means
through.
plaster. See, I know some things. Cool. So you've stormed ahead and done really well, and we're kind of waiting on other people, which obviously the whole lockdown and everything is really.
Yeah.
It's not just stop people moving around, because obviously people can come and work here outdoors if it's part of their job, but it's getting materials, isn't it? It's been a bit of a pain. Apparently you can't get grey paint for love nor money in this country.
That was a while ago, but.
Oh, well, I can't imagine the situation's improved
Grey
dramatically.
windows and doors are taking an extra couple of weeks, apparently.
Oh. I would rather have
They've had
white,
problems
since I
with
don't.
glass, the beads, all sorts of stuff.
I don't really mind what colour the doors are. I just want them in before Christmas, please. So if you have any bright ideas how we can get windows and doors, as in big sliding door windows, quicker than 4 or 5 weeks, please do let me know in the comments, because it's going to really hold us up and I really want to be in by Christmas. I'm sure someone out there has got some inside information. In today's extension update, we have good news and we have bad news. So the bad news is that the weather is so foul that my husband has been pretty much unable to do a great deal on it, because most of the only stuff he can do at the moment is external stuff while we wait for the windows, other than one thing. So that's slightly bad news. The other slightly bad news is the extension is going to tomorrow mess up my bedroom. Let me explain. So this is the corner of our bedroom, and they need to get electricity for the lights, I think, of the extension, and the hatch for that is underneath this unit. So all this will have to be unscrewed from the wall, and then the carpet and the floor will have to be lifted so they can sort out the electrics, meaning this whole area is going to have to be pretty much dismantled. So that's the bad news. The good news is it looks like we found someone who will do windows in 14 to 21 days, not 5 or 6 weeks. So fingers crossed that comes off. And then once we get over that hurdle tomorrow, the electrics are done and the windows are in, we can really steam ahead, and we might have a chance of being in by Christmas. Holes have now apparently all been drilled, so the cables which have gone through the floor, meaning they're now able to link all of those cables dangling from the ceiling in the extension up to the house, so they can actually have electricity flowing through them. The only problem is my room looks like this. I'd really like to have it back to normal before bedtime. I am delighted to announce that my bedroom is back to normal, and he's managed to put it all back together nicely so it can be a nice tranquil place to go to sleep tonight. The idea of having to go to sleep in all that mess was really spinning me out. So as I understand, the electricity is now out in the extension and working, so we're ready for the next phase. The next real phase being windows. We still need to sort out these windows, because until the windows have been done, then none of the dry work on the inside can go in. There is stuff on the outside you can do. It's just not going to move us any closer to moving in on our Christmas deadline.
Opposites attract, I guess they're right, 'cause we are just like night and day, and that is fine by me. 'Cause I wouldn't wanna change a single thing, baby. You're perfect to me, perfect to me. We're drawn to each other, try to break it off, but return to each other. You're the best bad thing that has happened to me. You drive me so mad too easily. Yeah, you're the best bad thing that has happened to me.
Hello, it is Halloween, hence why I'm dressed like this, and we're here for another extension update. The weather has been absolutely minging. Is that the best word to describe it this week?
Pretty much.
And you spent most
Was
of the
it?
time going, I can't believe the weather's so awful, so I can't get anything done. Is that about right?
Some sort of storm, isn't it? Name storm.
Halloween storm?
Eden, is it?
COVID storm? It's not been ideal anyway. However, you've had a little bit of a break. I mean, it's been bonkers windy, but it's not been as chucking it down today. So you have got a fair amount done today, haven't you? So we've got the wiring hanging down from the ceiling. Last time I filmed, you were tearing up the floor in our bedroom. So does that mean electricity now flows to these thingies?
It does. I mean, you have actually got power. It's not the conventional way of doing it, because we haven't plasterboarded it yet. Or plastered.
Right.
But we've got sockets on there live. We just have to isolate
Wet
any plaster.
socket.
Oh, what?
What about the water
Oh, that's fine.
gushing in? Okay, that's fine apparently. Right, we've also got soffits, fascias, something like that up here.
Yeah.
Are they called fascias? The soffits are going to go under there. No, the soffits are going under there with the.
We put the soffit on first, but there's so much lighting going in it and stuff.
Right.
And the
Okay.
weather, I've done things sort of unconventionally just because of the weather.
Just to get it done, because
Trying
it's
to
better
get it
than
sealed-
doing
trying to get it sealed
nothing.
first.
Because we've currently got these big green things that are actually white.
Yeah,
They are soffits, are they?
I'm trying to lift 5 metres of soffit on my own
Oh.
in hurricane winds, so it's not great. So
I would help you, but it's blooming freezing and someone's got to watch the babies. So all of these fascia boards are now on. Did you also say the roof is pretty much finished? Is that something you said?
yeah, other than lead tray at the top,
Other than a
I've
lead
done
tray.
A temporary fix to the house.
A lead tray. I didn't think you could use lead. I thought it was poisonous.
You're not eating it.
What?
So you're not eating it.
Oh. Okay. Right, fine. And do you have any news for me about windows?
Yeah.
Ooh. What's the news about windows?
Found a lovely guy.
Ooh.
He reckons he can get him. You can get the windows. These windows to us in about 8 days.
Ooh. No flipping way.
Which I'm going for.
8 days. 8
And he reckons
days.
he can do the doors in under 3 weeks.
Now that makes me very
It
happy.
was 2 weeks till this morning, and then he said
Okay.
the supplier has got a problem getting the wheels for the sliders or something. So,
Suppliers having problems getting things. We're familiar with that at the
but he
moment,
did
are we?
say he reckons he can pull it in.
Well,
within 3
that
weeks.
is fantastic news. Oh, what are you doing now? Lights. We're having disco lights.
Checking the working before we put them on.
I'm pretty sure those can go just plain white as well.
I think.
Are they psychedelic disco? I think, are they like the ones we've got in the children's bedrooms that you can, we'll flip
We
them
got
on
an
and off with
option, it
Alexa?
I wasn't sure what to go
We might have a
for.
rave in the garden.
Wasn't sure what to go for. Whether to go for LEDs
Yeah.
or these bad boys in the.
These bad boys.
What's that? Next shop. Or those.
So you decided to
in the
go
soffit, so you
for
decide-
both.
It wasn't a lot more money.
To go for
It's
both.
only, it's like 50 odd quid. But obviously I'm fitting it myself, so saving on that.
Okay. Well, it's when it's in, isn't it? That's the kind of thing. It's not like
But it
buying
gives
something
an
you're going to
option.
chuck
You
away.
can have, like,
Gosh,
soft,
it's cold.
You can have soft colour lighting like this. You can have like blue like that.
I mean,
white,
personally, I'm just going to want white.
Or you can have like all different colours.
Orange for Halloween, I guess. It is
You can
Halloween.
have them, well, you just thought that.
Okay.
You could have them disco like the fair.
So, as excited as you are about the disco lights, I'm just excited that the windows, because they weren't going to be coming. The very earliest we're going to have windows was early-ish December, wasn't it? So now we're looking at mid-November for those windows and mid-ish to late November for this one here and this big slidey door here, which means then plastering and give me your chances. Give me your chances on In by Christmas.
We'll have to see. I'm not promising anything.
No, but
I'm not as dull as the window guy.
no, we can do this. We have faith in by Christmas. In by Christmas. Hashtag in by Christmas.
Maybe.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. Anyway, it's blooming freezing, so I'm going to go in now. That is it for episode 3. Make sure you're subscribed for episode 4. You've got a coat on. Episode 4 of our extension update, where hopefully we'll have windows.
There you go.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. Another video you may enjoy from my channel down here. Latest video over here. I'm going in now. Bye bye.